What if I told you the most iconic engineering college in India was once a British prison? A place where freedom fighters were chained, later turned into a sanctuary of knowledge? This is not just about classrooms and degrees. This is a story of blood, sacrifice, and a dream bigger than fear, a dream to create an India that could stand on its own feet. Let me take you back to a time when India was still under chains, and a college was just an impossible dream. It was the early 1940s. The British Raj was still in power. The Second World War had drained India's wealth, and industries were almost non-existent. Every major decision, from building roads to setting up factories, depended on the British. And then came 1947. Independence. But independence came with a wound partition. Millions displaced, thousands dead. Industries were lost to the other side. The new India was free, but helpless. Our leaders faced a terrifying question. How do we compete with the world if we can't even build our own machines? India needed engineers, thousands of them, not just degree holders but visionaries who could design dams, factories, bridges, and an entire future. And so, a radical idea was born: create an institute of the highest standard, an institute that will rival the best in the world. But there was one big problem. Where do you create a world-class institute when the country is broke? The answer came from the unlikeliest place: a jail. A place filled with memories of screams, beatings, and blood. In a quiet town of Bengal stood the Hijli detention camp, a British prison that once held India's bravest freedom fighters. For years, this place was a symbol of pain and oppression. But in 1950, something extraordinary happened. The new government decided to transform this prison into a temple of learning. The same walls that once echoed with cries of pain would now echo with ideas of progress. Think about it, a prison of chains turning into a cradle of dreams. If that isn't poetic justice, what is? On August 18, 1951, the college opened its doors. It was the fine temple of modern India. This wasn't just an institute. It was a statement to the world: we are free. We can think. We can build. The first batch had just 224 students, but they carried the hopes of all Indians on their shoulders. The early years were tough. The classrooms were old prison barracks. Students studied where freedom fighters once bled. They didn't have modern labs, just makeshift setups. But what they had was hunger, the hunger to prove India could rise without foreign crutches. Every graduate became a pioneer, designing dams, power plants, railways, and even India's space dreams. The college didn't just produce engineers, it produced nation builders. Today, when you walk through its campus, you can still feel history whispering from every wall. This is where pain turned into power. This is where despair turned into destiny. This college is more than an institute. It's a living monument of India's resilience. It stands as proof that even from the ruins of oppression, greatness can rise. So the next time you hear about an engineering college, remember this story. A story that began in chains, fought through struggle, and ended up shaping the future of an entire nation.